And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. I will do a sound check in a few moments. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Asilo. Asilo is a tabletop role-playing game of clinical and psychological horror. You will find it in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment, please, while I check the sound. Okay, sound is good. This time I am continuing the Triangle Strategy campaign. We are investigating the horrible injustice that they are forcing these people to work for free. You know, the word that YouTube doesn't like. Well, the science fiction YouTube, they are turning the Rosellans into slaves. Ah, so easy to fall off. Stone. They won't even speak. Oh, lots of items. Movement bangle? What is that? Movement bangle. Increases movement by 1. For Erador. Instead of the rear guard's cloak. And what does the rear guard's cloak? Decreases damage taken when being hit from behind. Let's equip that to Erador instead of the HP, because he gets in there. He gets really in there protecting others. It's quite easy for him to get attacked from behind. And we are equipping the HP ring on. You get, perhaps? She's also quite not exactly a melee combatant, but she does expose herself quite a bit every now and then. Might as well. Okay. They are not even speaking. What about this guy? We need only follow the goddess's teachings in order to be absolved. NPC. They force young and old alike to toil in deplorable conditions and have the audacity to call it atonement. They don't even tend to those who collapse from exhaustion. They treat my people worse than criminals. It breaks my heart to behold such cruelty. I can scarcely imagine what it must be like to suffer through this. I would love to see them free, but they are under constant watch. It would be nigh impossible. Or, I understand how you feel, but we mustn't look away. We have to use this opportunity to learn all we can. They do not think the Rosell human. That is the only way a nation arrives at such cruelty. Exactly, they do not think the Rosell human. That is the only way a nation arrives at such cruelty. Yes, this is the grisly secret beneath their claims, that all are equal before the goddess. The lie upon which the holy state is built. And it is a powerful state at that. Much as I agree, we cannot oppose them so easily. When it comes to religion in science fiction and socialism in science fiction, some are more equal than others, right? In science fiction, you took the science fiction, I know you love that certain thing. The science fiction, this is not true. Uh, Inventory. Hey, didn't they find something like equip 4, equip 4, equip 3, 4. Grounding amulet. Grants immunity to being knocked back. That's also really good for Erador. Instead of rear guard's cloak. So let's equip the rear guard's cloak to who is usually attacked from behind. That isn't Serenoa. Has to be a melee combatant. Maybe Jens. He's sometimes in the thick of it because he needs to place traps. And he's also a melee combatant, but he's not as sturdy as Erador. Might as well. Might as well. Might as well. Okay. This is the only work I've ever known. It's all I'm fit for now. Many years ago, some of us tried to flee this place. None would dare dream of doing that now. So they recaptured them and they did horrible things to them. I can't do it. I can't carry the salt. How can the Holy State allow a man in his condition to continue working? The typical hypocrisy. Faster, faster, there shall be no rest for the wicked. Ah, Lord Serenoa of House Wolford, I presume? I'm sorry you had to lay eyes on the Tainted Ones, but this is where the Roselle pay their penance. Oh, he needs to be, I want to do something to him. Added register of the Roselle to notes. The Tainted Roselle are fated to live out their days working in the source, in the hope they may one day atone for their sins. They are nothing like the rest of us. By the very nature of their birth, they are impure and lack integrity. The nature of one's birth does not enter into it. We are all born the same. No, that is a lie. We are very different, but still, they shouldn't be treating them in an unjustly way. And you have the purity they lack. I see before me a man like any other. No, he is different. He is quite evil. Salt has brought prosperity to the Holy State. Why rely solely on the Roselle when everyone could aid in the harvest? Exactly, fuckers. Such would go against the goddess's will. Oh, so you have no logic and no reasoning behind your actions, I see. The Roselle are to work this land to atone for what they've done, and they'll not be disturbed. Yet higher yields of salt would benefit all Norzelia. We do well enough for ourselves with the current yields. Goddess be praised. She'll share her blessings with you if you come to count yourself among the faithful, but it won't change the fate of the Tainted Ones. So many disgusting people like that in the world. As long as I'm happy, everybody else can suffer, right? Fuckers, fuck you. Pure all pellet. I hope they give us water today. Wah! Oof. The treatment of the Roselle here is utterly inhumane. I know. This really gets my blood boiling, even though it's fictional. The blood boils. I have to take action. I understand they've yet to replace Minister Sorsley as overseer. And so, we lumber on, a beast without a head. No one to issue orders should a crisis arise. It's hardly surprising, he was one of the Saintly Seven. They'll not replace him so hastily. Rumors swirl that they might call upon the Wolford boy. I don't care if they pick my own mother, so long as the position is filled. So they would install me as overseer of the source if I can find my way into the Saintly Seven. Ah. That's interesting. Because maybe I can make a change. The main culprit is that guy, Idor or Idon or whatever. He is the mastermind. This cask weighs nothing when compared to the weight of our sins. Oh, religious guy. I think we've explored enough. Okay, this statue right here must be taken down. Ah, what is that? What is that? Something is shining. Oh, it's so easy to fall off. Quality stone. Alright, alright. I've seen enough. We should return to the encampment.
This is more awful than I imagined.
Will you still send any Roselle in the Wolfort domain here?
No.
Force them into a life like this?
Ah.
No,
sir, no. There is no hesitation.
It isn't right. It isn't just. I don't care that it would ensure our own safety.
We need to fight again.
Indeed. It would be unforgivable. What is just is constantly in flux depending on the circumstances. That said, protecting people is always the right thing to do. Wouldn't you agree, Serenoa?
Yes.
I feel the same as you both, but...
But what?
My apologies. I didn't mean to place all the blame on you. Still, we continue stumbling on the path before us.
Something needs to be done. That is certain.
Serenoa and his retinue return to their domain, their every step weighed down by the heavy task Hysant has placed upon them. Elsewhere, the newly restored kingdom of Glenbrook begins to take action under Queen Cordelia's leadership.
Rather, under Gustadolf's leadership. Under Gustadolf's tyranny. Ah!
The kingdom issues a joint proclamation with Esfrost against Hysant, halting all trade and severing diplomatic ties with the Holy State.
That is strange. But they rely on the salt. So maybe they have an underground provider of salt. Let's save the game. Let's see if there are training missions. No, not training missions. Okay. Castle Wolford. As unrest spreads across Norcelia, Serenoa must decide the future of the Rosellan villagers. The decision is easy. We will protect them. We will not be a kingdom of cowards.
Esfrost and Glenbrook signed an agreement denouncing Hyzant.
Word only just arrived, and it is no mere rumor. They've issued a formal proclamation.
Preposterous! Gustadolf must have forced Cordelia's hand.
There goes the treaty.
This is sure to make Hyzant cease salt shipments to the consortium.
Which makes you wonder what exactly Gustadolf has under his control. Either the creatures, technology, or magic that was found in the mine.
All this denouncement will do is hamstring Esfrost and Glenbrook both.
My
No.
Gustadolf does not fight battles he cannot win. I'm certain this is part of some greater ploy.
Either he's going to go all out on an assault, or he has a provider of salt underground.
I feel all of Norzelia stands on the precipice. But of what I cannot say.
Each nation is making its move. We too must take action to secure our position before it's too late.
By which you mean expelling the Roselle.
But we shall not.
To protect the Wolfort domain and its people, no one would dare hold such actions against you.
But the most important thing, I would hold my own actions against myself. And I am true to myself.
Lord Serenoa, you must make a decision.
I saw what it is truly like at the source. The Rosellan are forced into back-breaking labor. No decent man would condemn another to such a fate.
But if we refuse the Hierophant, we will face the same dire consequences as House End.
That is not certain, Anna. We are brilliant in our strategies and tactics. They have no chance against us.
Should that happen, the Roselle would still be lost, would they not?
But we wouldn't live as cowards and as pieces of shit.
Then you think it is right to sacrifice the Roselle to save Wolfort?
Yes, Anna, what the fuck?
No one is saying it is right, but a decision must be made. We must prioritize our own survival. That much should be clear.
No, Benedict, that is what you don't understand about life. It's not just about survival. It's about a higher long-term cause. If you do this, if you set this horrible example, the entire world will start to fall under a domino effect. Each kingdom oppressing the other, trying to be the oppressors.
And survive we shall, if we can secure Hyzant's aid. Unless you know of another way.
Another way, we protect the Rosellan and we kick the butt of the Hyzant. They cannot fight two battles. They are busy with Gustadolf as well. They're going to be fighting both Gustadolf and Wolfort. They cannot fight two battles, as powerful as they are.
Serenoa, I beseech you, not as one with Roselle blood in her veins,
But as your wife.
but as a person,
Ah,
as a Wolfort. You cannot give up the Roselle to Hyzant.
I won't.
I appreciate each of your arguments. But we cannot debate this forever. It is time to decide. Once more to the scales of conviction.
We need Hyzant's support if we are to reclaim Glenbrook. But it comes at a price. One, the Roselle under our protection must pay. Oh, Benedict and Gila, they are absolute pieces of shit. They always want to sacrifice someone else.
Say,
I witnessed Hyzant's treatment of the Roselle with my own eyes. They fled here in search of protection, and there is no way I could subject them to that cruelty yet again. No, that is true. That is true. Let me speak with those that support me first.
Aye, lad.
My lord, everything we've done until now has been for the people. And the Roselle are our people too. There's no way we can just hand them over to Hyacinthe. I agree completely. I saw the way Hyacinthe treated my people at the source, Serenoa. It breaks my heart just thinking about it. There is no question in my mind that what we should do. I absolutely refuse to hand the Roselle over to those monsters. Now, let's talk to Huguet, who is undecided. The Roselle are people of the Wolfheart domain. But if we defy the Hierophant, we'll face the same fate as House End. I am at a loss. The Roselle are to be protected even if it earns us Hyacinthe's ire.
And?
Lord Serenoa, so you think we should protect the Roselle? This is our first, let's see. Perhaps we could get the Holy State to promise not to attack the Rosellan village as my father once did. No. The Holy State needs our power if they are to fight the Duchy. We can use that to our advantage in negotiations, exactly. This is our first bargain with the Hierophant. It might play to our advantage to deny the request these ones. No, the Holy State needs our power.
Truly?
I must admit, I was also caught off guard by the Archduke's decree. It could be a harbinger of war indeed. And if we are on the brink of battle, the strength and expertise of House Wolfheart would prove invaluable to the Holy State. We may be able to leverage that to gain some sort of concession from them regarding the Roselle, exactly.
I don't know what to do.
Personally, I agree with you. I don't want to surrender the Roselle, but... Are there any other reasons you want to protect them? I must defend my people even against the Hierophant. Call it a Lord's pride, or... I would hate to be the reason that people's faith in our house is shaken, especially after all my father has done to build up its repute. They are Frederica's people. I cannot simply look the other way. No. I must defend my people even against the Hierophant. Call it a Lord's pride. Exactly. I see. I feel the same way. As a member of the King's Guard, I cannot let the subjects of Glenbrook be treated so unjustly. This is both my pride and conviction, and I would like to see them through until the end, exactly.
I don't know what to do.
The more I think about this, the more my heart aches. No problem. Now, Gila first. No, Anna, what the fuck, Anna? I need to talk to Anna. Anna, what the fuck do you think you're doing? House Wolfheart has overcome countless hardships to get where we are now. If we refuse to relinquish the Roselle, we will meet the same fate as House End. Our first priority must be our own survival. If we do not survive, we can do nothing for the Roselle. The Roselle are to be protected even if it earns us Hyacinthe's ire. You believe we must protect the Roselle? Why? Even if I was named a saint, we are still unbelievers. As such, I doubt they would grant me so much power. Exactly.
Even so...
We need Hyacinth's support, even if only in name. That would undoubtedly be a powerful deterrent against the Duchy. If we refuse, we will be on our own, and will have no chance of surviving against the other nations.
If so...
Do you harbor any doubts about the Holy State, my lord? The Holy State acts in accordance with the Hierophant's wishes. I fear giving in to one request would only be the beginning of many more. That is true. It is not the Holy State, but the Hierophant that I fear. Their orders are cold and callous, as they have no heart. Aye, they wish to have the Roselle back so badly that they would use us to that end. I cannot help but wonder why. The Holy State acts in accordance with the Hierophant's wishes. I fear giving in to one request will only be the beginning of many more. Exactly, that's what I fear.
Indeed.
I agree, they must harbor their own suspicions of us being unbelievers. There is a chance that they continue to force us to make decisions like this, even if we relinquish the Roselle. Exactly. We should find a way to keep a fair berth without bending to their will.
I must hear what the others
I
think.
understand your concerns, my lord. I have my own doubts, truth be told. Ah, fucking Anna. You better not mess it up. Now, Gila. Gila.
What do you need?
The Roselle in that village are those who fled Hysant and their descendants. If the Holy State asks for their people to be returned, we have little room to argue. And if we refuse, we will be branded as heretics. But bending the knee would earn you the title of Saint, Lord Serenoa. I think it is in our best interest to obey for now. No? And get them killed? Get them tortured? No way. The Roselle are to be protected. So you would choose to protect the Roselle? Might I ask why? I have seen the harsh reality of the source for myself, and I could not subject my people to such cruel treatment because they are my people now.
Yes, I see.
It is only natural you would want to protect your people, as your father did, even more so now that you have seen the source with your own eyes. It might be said that earning the great power of a saint requires great sacrifice, but I fear we could stand to lose much more than that in the process. Exactly.
I require some time to think.
We would lose our souls. Do we focus on what we stand to gain or the weight of what we might lose? The answer is not a simple one. Oh, I think we got her to our side. Maybe. And now this imbecile Benedict, he has only taken a single right choice in the entire campaign.
We must decide.
If we defy the Holy One, everything we have done until this very moment would have been for naught. House Wolford needs Hysand's support if it is to survive. It pains me to have to say it, but the situation leaves us no choice but to surrender the Roselle. The Roselle are to be protected. I thought you might be opposed. I should like to hear your thoughts if you are open to sharing them. We need all the soldiers we can get. We have protected the Roselle for decades now, and I am certain they would join our fight as thanks. Exactly. There are indeed some among them who have been trained to protect the village.
Perhaps.
But they are not
If
many.
so,
We'll need far greater numbers if we are to defend ourselves. It appears our views are at an impasse. Allow me to ask you one more thing, my lord. The political climate took an unexpected turn once Acefrost cut ties with Hysant.
certainly not.
How do you believe House Wolford should conduct itself going forward? Could we not use continued trade with the Wolford domain as a means to negotiate the Roselle's safety? I don't think so. A conflict with Acefrost is unavoidable, and the Holy State will need our might if they are to stand a chance against them. I would use that leverage to reach a compromise. That is it. I see, so you would use our might as a bargaining chip to secure the Roselle's safety.
However,
But I must remind you that in Hysant, the goddess is absolute, as is the word of the Hierophant. We cannot be certain if this matter is even up for debate, but it will be, or they will die.
I am decided.
In any case, tensions between the two nations are rising and fast. We must be prudent in our actions. We are ready.
Say,
Yes, We are ready. Here we go. Yes.
It is time to cast our votes. We face a difficult decision. Do we surrender the Roselle living in our domain to Hysand, or do we defy their orders? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
My thoughts remain unchanged. This is what is best for House Wolford. Fucking Benedict. I would have fired Benedict. No, I would have executed Benedict a long time ago. He knows too much.
I agree wholeheartedly.
I will follow the path of your convictions, my lord. Excellent, Gila. Excellent. I would use Frederica
I cannot agree to this.
as a replacement. Unfortunately, I cannot bring myself to agree with you this time, my lord. Fucking Anna. You're no longer best girl, Anna.
I have faith in you.
There is no other way forward for us. I'm guessing she's with me? I hope.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Haha! Anna and Benedict, I am so disappointed in you both. Well, Benedict, I expected that, but Anna. Come on, Anna.
The way forward is decided. The Roselle are our people. We must shelter them, even if it earns us Hyzant's ire.
Exactly, what is a lord? If you do not protect your people, where is the noblesse oblige? Of course, the current nobility is shed because they are usurpers.
I suspected it would
Science
come
fiction.
to this. We have chosen our path, and now we must see it through. We will refuse to hand over the Roselle to Hyzant.
Haha. Yes.
Serenoa and company move to protect the Rosellan settlement. Noble as it may be, such an act of defiance toward Hyzant risks inviting the destruction of House Wolfort itself.
We shall see. To the bitter end.
Hyzant will no doubt wish to ask questions of us. We can draw out the negotiations and buy some time.
Time enough to find a way to break them.
Uh-huh.
We have to inform the Roselle of the situation here.
I'll send an envoy and have them sheltered in Castle Wolfort.
Lord Serenoa, come at once. An army marches on the Rosellan village.
Fuck! Hyzant!
You can't be serious.
Whose banner do they fly?
Hyzant!
We know not.
Silvio!
And it
Silvio!
matters not. We ride to their aid. Prepare for battle.
Silvio, that's come back. He has allied with the Hyzant, I bet. Only I could get my hands on that mercenary that used to fight on his side. There he is. He's working again for Silvio.
Why? Why attack our village?
That idiot didn't learn the previous lesson.
Hierophant's orders were to return you to Hyzant.
Over my dead body!
Need to rescue them. The next session is going to be a battle. Save the game. And this is going to be it for today when it comes to triangle strategy. In about 20 minutes, I'm going to be streaming Virtua Fighter 5 Revo ranked matches. Thank you for watching this live stream, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. A like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. No, that's from the other game, the other video. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you and see you later.